10 worst lyrics ever, diss track edition. This could be funny. This could be very funny. I enjoyed the other video, kind of like this, where it was like, oh, it was the same guy. It was like the worst, the poorly aged rap lyrics. I liked that video a lot, so I'll probably like this one. Songs have you heard so far? A Dean and Hayes song, a couple rap songs. We haven't checked out too much today.
If there's one place you want to make sure your lyricism is solid, it's on these. But a lot of the time, that doesn't happen. To be fair, it is pretty hard to make a track that's consistently great with every single bar connecting. But for today, we're ignoring that, singling out the mistakes and pointing at them and going, haha, that was a bad line. This is CDTV Productions, and let's take a look at the 10 worst lyrics ever from hip-hop diss tracks. Okay, so apparently Ja Rule deliberately misspelled the name of his own label here.
Why the fuck are the subtitles coming back?
Deliberate.
Hold on, I gotta re-listen to that. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I forgot about that
Ja
one.
Rule deliberately misspelled the name of his own label here, just to avoid making a statement that would incriminate him. And somehow
to be
that
fair,
apparent justification makes the line even worse.
To be fair, that is what a lot of rappers do now. This shit is not real. Feds, you cannot send me to jail for this. Like,
do you really think law enforcement would just ignore this line if, for example, 50 Cent got shot after this track dropped? Just because you misspelled murder?
Maybe.
This is a tough case to solve right here. This is our #1 suspect, but nowhere on this track does he reference murdering 50 Cent. He says something about murder, but I don't know what that is. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure that defense is just an excuse, and a pretty poor one at that, as Ja openly refers to shooting and killing people later on in this very same track. I don't think spelling murder wrong was a way to protect himself.
I kind of like this as a song.
This was some sort of joke or meme, but that's actually the hook to a diss track. A hook where J-Kwon begs Odd Future and Pusha T to stop picking on him. He's whining on a diss track. Hot new hip hop.
I'm writing a diss track right now. You want to see who it's on? I'll show you their ugly face. Okay, their face isn't ugly, but still. If I say it's ugly, it makes me feel better. I'll show you exactly who. I am making a diss track. Okay, I can't show any crazy images because Google is trying to show me only crazy images, so I gotta scroll down until there's more normal ones. I'm diss tracking this son of a bitch, man. Not the queen. Not the queen. Yeah, no, Ruka's getting it. She can get it in more ways than one, but this time it's gonna be a diss.
How much did J-Kwon pay you for you to say that this is
a
worthy addition to the impressive body of work J-Kwon has been developing over the years? I hope he gave you a fat amount of money to say that.
Hey, somebody grab some clippers.
Beard is weird!
I'm not even gonna ask you.
No, that's a banger line.
CDTV has a weird beard. Haha, comments to yourself, because I know they're coming no matter what I do. But honestly, I don't think this line would even be half as bad, and I probably wouldn't even put it on this list if it wasn't the very first opening line on Rap Devil. It's the context that makes this one so...
I unironically like Rap Devil. I think it's a good song. But in the context of like the diss, of course you're gonna think of what the fuck was it? Kill Shot. It's way better. So like, you know, every time. No, I'm not smoking the Lightning McQueen pack. Beard is weird. Now he sings about emo. That is true. That is true.
So poor. He decided to open it up by insulting Eminem's beard, and not even in a creative way. It's one of the most lackluster opening lines I've heard to a diss track. A lot of people say this line is a reference to a certain Eminem line on his song Business, but I highly doubt that. I've just never bought that because it's such a reach in my opinion. It's just a very poor insult to start the track with.
Hold on. Before we move on from MGK, this is the best example of what MGK does now. If you don't know MGK, don't worry. I got you, man. I'll show you exactly what he sounds like now. Fuck, where is it? Oh, here we go. It doesn't want to load. Give it a couple seconds.
Homecoming t-shirt. Drive around your street and tell me all of your secrets.
And yeah, I'm 30, but I still wanna kiss you under the bleachers. Oh shit. See you later, Meryl. I hope you have a good day. Glad you could make it to the stream. But yeah, it's 1:30 for you. It's only 4:30 p.m. for me. So time zones fucking suck, man. I hate time zones. Because it's like, all the homies can't be here at once. You gotta, like, spread the time out and shit. You know, kind of sucks. But have a good day. Bye.
Sweeter.
Nah, Soulja Boy's the fucking goat. Don't you dare come at him.
There is not a lot that's sweet about that. You're basically complimenting Bow Wow, saying, "Damn, you aren't sweet in the slightest."
Look, say what you want about Bow Wow now, but when he was Lil Bow Wow, he kind of low-key ruled the fucking planet.
You know what? You're actually a pretty tough guy, Bow Wow. That's what this line says. You guys know I praise Soulja all the time. I'm so happy that he's free, but even the highest powers need to be corrected sometimes.
Guy, you come off so fucking weird. It's 2019, just admit that
I've never heard this. What?
Tom likes to bring up age a whole lot in this diss track, so let me do the same for him here. This is a 30-year-old man, an age at which science says your brain has fully developed, making a joke where the punchline is literally, haha,
you're gay.
It genuinely couldn't be more uncreative and immature. And it's not even like it's a single line, you know, just one little throwaway filler line. He used a bar to set it up and then a bar for the punchline. And are we just gonna kind of forget that you mentioned that Mac has a daughter earlier on in this exact same song? Kind of contradicting this line completely. If you're gonna call him gay, maybe don't mention that he was so attracted to a particular woman to the point of conceiving a child with her earlier on in your diss.
Yeah, I don't listen to
Tom
McDonald.
It basically renders this diss as a childish insult that's thrown around in playgrounds, being used by a grown man.
Cops are killing people with their arms up, and your main focus is trying to harm us?
Okay, bit more heavy content on this.
I remember really liking the beats it charged up. I don't remember if I like the diss track or not, but I like the beat.
But this line just seems really unnecessary to me. Suggesting that Meek shouldn't call you out or diss you, well, you're dissing him, I might add, because there's bigger issues going on in the world, isn't really a relevant point.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Just because you drop a diss track or diss another rapper, it doesn't mean that you're doing nothing to counter something like police brutality in real life. B, Meek made a track months before this song came out addressing his issues with the law and law enforcement, using his platform to speak out on these issues. The way Drake delivers it makes it sound like he's trying to get people on his side, but really it's just a weak and cheap attempt at discrediting Meek.
All I hear is platinum net, platinum this. Meanwhile, I'm on the cover.
Bro, Meek Mill versus Drake was such a fun time on the internet, I won't lie.
I got a platinum rolling, platinum whip.
Hello?
Hi, come back, we're excited. I can hear you.
Oh.
We're recording. Then I want to just barge in.
Right. So this was a clapback in response to Drake saying that Meek had trouble going gold in terms of sales. And Meek's response was essentially, yeah, I do. Showing that you have expensive items and at the time a girlfriend who made platinum records before you doesn't really prove to Drake that more people know about or like your music, which is the point of the trouble going gold line. Sure, Meek is showing that he has money here regardless of sales, but Drake was calling Meek's relevancy into question, not his net worth.
You said my name so much they think you being honest. It's more than that. We could have recorded a track. You could give me a stack.
I've never heard this.
Just like that.
Yep. Cannabis dissed J. Cole because J. Cole said he was a big fan of Cannabis, but never reached out to him for a collab. Apparently paying homage isn't enough anymore. You literally have to pay your idols in cash or else you don't respect them. And of course, Cannabis thought these bars were so good that he stood behind them for all of 2 days before rescinding the track and apologizing for it. That's how you know it belongs on a list.
That's
like
amazing.
Kendrick Lamar, where's your last name, rap bastard? You got 2 first names, your mama was ass backwards.
You know Kendrick Lamar is just his stage name, right? It's like saying, oh, Papoose, where... can't say his name without it sounding weird. It's like saying, oh, Papoose, where's your last name? Why don't you have one, huh? This would be, I guess, a decent bar if it was true, but...
Hey, Eddie, why'd your parents name you Hates Anime? You bitch.
Lamar isn't legitimately Kendrick's last name. It's Duckworth. His middle name is Lamar. I'm assuming he chose to go by Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Duckworth doesn't quite have the same ring to it. But the lesson here is to make sure you know what you're saying about your opponent before you say it and put it into a diss track.
I never heard this either. I didn't know this was a beef.
Now I
kind of really liked that instrumental.
Track, but when she dropped this one, it just sounded like she was desperate for a response. And those bars where she tried to flip what Drake said to Meek Mill in Back to Back are evident of that. In this case, it isn't even half as effective, and here's why it worked when Drake said it. Meek had already called Drake out by name. The beef wasn't subliminal at that point. Drake and Meek were both all in, so Drake dropped Charged Up as a warm-up, you know, just like some light jabs, some light shots at Meek, and then dropped Back to Back as the main event, asking Meek why he hadn't responded yet if he supposedly wants beef. In Remy's case, she dropped her version of the main event first. Not to mention, she was responding almost entirely to subliminals, so both parties weren't even all in at this point, like they were with Drake and Meek. Remy dropped Sheether, which contains some huge blows against Nicki, but she didn't leave herself any content for the second unnecessary diss track, which dropped just 4 days after the first one. Sheesh. In my opinion, it was a failed attempt to recreate Back to Back, and because of that, the lyrics just fall apart and kind of make it look like a parody of that song. Not ideal for a diss track. Well, guys, that's going to be it for the video today.
That was a banger.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, I would appreciate
I did indeed enjoy it. I'll leave you a like, man. I got you. I'll even subscribe. I will subscribe. Good video. A burpee because I'm drinking my fucking Coca-Cola that I poured out for the queen. Let's end the video.